Yerp.
Yo.
What's going on, people? It's your boy Marv Oni
Francis.
And this is another edition of Welcome to My Hood Film. Oni, back again for Halloween, man.
Yeah, man, another one.
Yeah. So,
knock out these Snoop Dogs real quick.
Knock out these Snoop. Yes, this is a Snoop Dogg Halloween here at our podcast. We're doing something we haven't done before. Last year, we impressed all of our audiences with a double feature for Christmas when we did both Best Man movies. And now, for Halloween, we did not one, but two Snoop Dogg horror films. And we have a guest here who took the pleasure in watching at least one of them with us. And we're going to talk about that in just a moment. So first off, guy, introduce yourself to these lovely people at home.
Hello. Also a fellow comedian, Marco Rivera. Pretty much, yeah. We just I don't know what else they want to know.
No, that's it. You're good.
I'm also a nerd who watched this, and let me just say, I had flashbacks to the early 2010s of all of the video games. It was you'll in a minute you'll see what I'm saying, but let's just say this movie gave me flashbacks.
Gave you flashbacks, yeah. Okay.
Gave me flashbacks.
That's what's up.
Nostalgia. Nostalgia in a bad way, and sometimes in a good way, but mostly not a good way.
That's not good. Where you from, man?
I'm from Jersey.
Jersey boy.
Yeah.
Jersey boy. Now, gotta ask. This is the number one question we ask on the podcast. Yeah. Started up. Have you seen any other hood films before?
So I actually did see one of the ones you had watched earlier. The ones with Forrest Whitaker. He's the assassin.
Oh, Ghost Dog.
I saw that one.
Okay.
And I saw Friday.
Okay.
I don't know what other ones I've seen. I don't know if this counts as a hood film, but White Chicks is not really a hood film. It's I think the hood likes it, but it's not a hood film.
That's correct. The hood likes it, but it's not a hood film.
Not a hood film.
You're right.
But I probably maybe seen one other two.
It's okay.
Yeah. Let's not Star Wars. It's not Star Wars.
Listen.
But yeah, I've seen Friday and the Friday After Next. I've seen this one, the Forrest Whitaker one, the one I just watched today. Maybe another one I can't think of right now. A few hood films. I'm a amateur, a novice in the hood film industry.
You've seen more than most of the guests we had on here, so we'll give you that W. And now you have one more to add on to your collection, which was...
I don't know the name of it.
But it's all good.
But it will be burned in my mind for all of human existence. I don't know the name of it. I'll call it Snoop Dogg's Flash Dream. Snoop Dogg's Heat Wave Nightmare. Or what's it called? His PTSD... You know when you get too high? What do you call it when you get like you're just stoned out of your mind? Snoop Dogg's Stone Stories.
I like that one. Yeah, I like that title.
All those are actually better than Hood of Horrors, which is what it's called.
Yeah, but I like Stone Stories.
Yeah, at least that felt like thought was put into what he just said a little bit.
Stone Stories would have been a good comedy.
Yeah, it's not a comedy.
I know. I mean, like if Snoop ever watches this and he hears that title, he can go, oh, snap, I can make something and call you and, y'all get it cracking, get your money up. You know what I mean?
If Snoop ever heard this, he goes, what movie did I make? That's what Snoop's going to do. He's like, wait, I made a movie with who?
Yeah.
And who? And what happened?
Private Dallas Page. I know him.
Yeah.
He's making the movie again right now. And he's like, fuck, I did it once.
Shut it down. Yeah, folks.
Christ.
So he saw Snoop Dogg's Hood of Horrors, which came out in 2006. So this is a movie nearly 20 years old. Mm-hmm. And it came out in June. So this was a Halloween film that came out in June. And
kind of perfect considering it didn't make any sense at all.
Yeah, just going with the thing, like it don't make no sense.
He's like,
I'm like, you might watch and say that don't make no sense. So why?
So can you, while I'm looking up some of the other info, can you just give us a little summary of what you saw, brother?
Okay. Give me a sec.
It's a lot.
Basically,
I'll help you if you need help.
Basically, the beginning of the movie is basically Spawn. It's basically Spawn. The Spawn and Ghost Rider. I think literally the voice of one of the characters was the guy who voiced Spawn. It's literally the same voice. And basically,
it's an animated intro.
It's an animated intro where they didn't have enough money to animate it good.
Right.
So you could just tell they were just like...
But it still went on too long.
And it's a story that was basically a guy who sacrificed his life so his sister could come back to life. And then he's basically in servitude of the devil. and he's just fucking up other people's lives to send people to hell. It's for the devil, and then Snoop Dogg does a monologue. It's basically an animated monologue and then another Snoop monologue. And the animated monologue made sense, and the Snoop monologue was like him just having fun.
Yeah.
It was just him being, it's like, I'm Snoop Dogg, and this is kind of fucked up. Prepare yourself, bitch. I'm Snoop Dogg. That's basically what it was.
Listen, I'll say this. At least he wasn't phoning it in.
Yeah, he was
on the Snoop
He was
Dogg.
acting and stuff, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like we said, actually, so it's funny, because Amazon had it as, No, in the United States. Okay, so the reason they have it as June 2006 is because it came out first in a film festival in LA. So
Of course it did.
Then the movie, which I was trying to look it up.
Hit Central.
Yeah, the movie came out in limited theaters.
Maybe Colorado.
Oh, okay, here we go. The movie came out. It has like different whatever. But anyway, it did come out. It says November.
The releases is as insane as the plot.
Yeah, then it had a limited release in May of the next year. So I guess they re-released it, and then the DVDs came out after that. So the budget for this film was an estimated $5 million.
They spent it
like
on
$3 million.
Hmm?
That's pretty cheap considering who was in this movie.
Are you saying the budget or the gross?
The budget. I know the gross about to be like $3 million.
Oh, I thought you said didn't it make $3 million.
Oh no. I know it bombed.
Yeah, it bombed.
I don't know how did you spend that little money? You have a Ghostbuster in here. How did you only spend $5 million?
I mean, I know you keep saying, because you were saying this when we were watching it. I know you said the second one, the two Ghostbusters movies that he did. But after those two Ghostbusters movies, which wasn't the second one like early 90s or late 80s?
Yeah.
After that second one, what else did you see Ernie Hudson in?
Damn it. Yeah.
But also,
no disrespect to him. He's a legend.
Yeah,
well, the thing is, I don't think he got paid that much on Ghostbusters. Like,
Yeah.
he was lit. He did go. They did to him what they did to many black men. Not pay them enough when he's in a white franchise.
It's like, look, you're gonna be in this, bro. What you want? What you complaining
They basically said to him after that, "You're poor still. Do our movie."
Yeah,
and he just kept doing shitty movies. And he didn't have an option to say no to the bad movies. Because if you're a big star and then you do a bad movie, they go, fuck you now. Right. But you have the money, you can say no to the bad movie and wait for the good movie and then keep your career up.
Exactly.
And they paid him 10 cents and 2 pennies.
10 cents.
they paid him prison wages to do two movies that are the biggest movies of all human time.
Hopefully he's getting more money in these new Ghostbusters movies.
Yeah, he's probably getting more money now.
Because when this movie came out, he was nearing 60. So by that point,
he's that old? God damn.
Yeah, he's 78 now.
Oh, damn.
He's proof if you actually keep working out, you can still not be bad. You could still have working muscles at 80.
Yeah.
He proves that most 80-year-olds were actually just lazy. Because most 80-year-olds are like, this is what's going to happen. He's like, no, you could just do what Ernie Hudson did and just not stop.
Right, exactly.
Stop drinking beer every day and actually work out.
Get off your ass.
Take some vitamin K2. What's that? Learn about it.
Exactly.
He's looking great. I gotta give him that.
So yeah, estimated budget was $5 million, but it went on to gross worldwide $25,000.
Oh, I'm wrong. It made money.
$900. That's all I was waiting for.
That's funny.
That's all I was waiting for. What he was like, where 25? They tied.
You know what makes that even funnier?
I was still way off. I said it made $3 million initially.
That's all I was saying.
Like, damn, you didn't even make like.
That's what I thought I heard you say. I was like,
I did say $3 million. You didn't make $500,000? That's crazy.
What makes it even more funny is that American money is worth a lot more than their money, which means a lot of people overpaid for that movie in their country.
Yeah.
That means some dude in India paid like $300 to see Snoop Dogg.
I hope that's not the case.
Trying to see my boy Snoop. What's up?
I'm gonna assume they got that from showing it on TV for like maybe 3 months. And God, that's what they got in commercials. I'm gonna assume that's how that money was made because they didn't have a theatrical release.
Maybe DVD sales.
Maybe.
A
couple of high sales here and there. I can see that.
But I think we can
It ain't come from me. I tell you that.
You gotta sell that movie in the weed spot.
Yeah.
You gotta sell it inside the weed spot.
That's a fact.
You need to have a movie bin and go, these are the best weed movies that have it. Like the Walmart, when you got the bin, you gotta have like a bin.
It's in a $5 bin.
But like you just put your hand in there and you just feel around and you just go, fuck it, Snoop Dogg's House of Horrors or whatever it's called.
This has to be the
Wild Wild West. We're missing out on some hits.
Yeah, this has to be the
We're not
lowest
doing that
grossing hood film I think we've covered on this podcast, outside of the ones that were on streaming services, because that didn't count.
Yeah, don't count.
Like, this might be the lowest one, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think we ever had one that did lower than $1 million.
It's crazy. And
I could be wrong.
There's a lot of famous people. You miss Billy D. Williams. You miss Billy D. Williams.
George
Talk about it. Talk about it. Talk about
George
it.
Costanza.
Talk about it.
He did like 15 different accents in 5 minutes.
I don't know why he's
Jason
in this.
Alexander.
Like, sir,
Billy D.
you were.
Williams.
Weren't you like a Seinfeld?
Well, the thing is, also actors, when they have run into a problem, when they do a character amazingly, then they don't want to get hired for other shit because people can't imagine them as something else. That was like Fonz or whatever. I mean, he had that problem. A lot of actors who are like, or like people who did that 70s show, like when you're like really good at an acting and you do a crazy or thing. I think it happened before Breaking Bad. Bryan Cranston, people couldn't imagine him as something else, and now guess what? You see Bryan Cranston, you're like, oh, that's the fucking demon. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So his career fell off after Malcolm Middle because no one wanted him to play anything else because he's a fucking actor. And then the non-talented people are like, what is that? They don't even know what acting is. And instead of going, you're a good actor, you can play a lot of things, you go, man, I guess you're just the dad. they don't even understand that acting means he played it.
Yeah.
He was also a Power Rangers villain.
Oh yeah,
he was. That's right.
That's crazy.
That's right. Let's read off some of the notable names. Like,
It's gonna
go
take 10
for it.
minutes. That's gonna take the 10 minutes.
No, I'm gonna be quicker than that.
There's a lot of
So,
people.
You
It's a
just
lot
reel
of-
them all.
You did already say Ernie. We already say Ernie Hudson. You
Hudson.
said
Yeah.
Billy D. Williams.
Jason
You got
Alexander.
Jason Alexander. Richard
Costanza
Gant,
said.
who I knew I've
That's
seen
Jason
in some.
Alexander. We said.
Oh yeah, that's basically
George Costanza.
Yeah,
He's Jason Alexander.
his government
Oh,
name. His government
That's
name
the
is Jason
same.
Alexander.
I'm bugging.
Yeah.
That's a Seinfeld name.
Yeah, his government name is Jason Alexander.
See, basically, we were saying Bruce Wayne. You kept saying Batman.
Batman. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Listen,
Facts.
I'm keeping real with you. I didn't watch Seinfeld like that.
That's okay. That's all right. So we got those people. We also got Danny Trejo, who was in it. We got Noel Guglielmi.
He's not famous. Let's just do the famous ones.
That's the guy that plays the thug in every movie.
That's not famous. Let's keep it to the famous.
Yeah, what he means is mainstream.
Yeah.
Okay, don't kill me.
No, I'm not gonna kill you.
I don't know.
Oh, got you.
I'm not gonna
Noel.
kill you.
Noel.
There you go.
Yeah.
And then he's right. And then we have Diamond Dallas Page, who is a Hall of Fame wrestler.
Ari Spears.
And Ari Spears. And am I forgetting anybody? I think not. I think I am. But like you said, we gotta make it brief in terms of the notable names.
There's a lot of more notable names.
Yeah, there's a lot more notable names.
two
You're 100%
basketball
right.
players.
Do a few more.
Few more for you. All right, we got Pooch Hall, Lamar Odom,
Method
Man.
I think that's
Yeah, because after that it's just like
Yeah.
extras and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was in the beginning? There was no more in the beginning?
It started off with Snoop, and unless you knew the other people.
No.
For a second, I thought that was Vern Troyer, and then I realized it wasn't. Shout out to that guy, not Vern Troyer. No disrespect to him. His name was Gabriel Pimentel. Shout out to taking the role that we sure that Vern Troyer got called for, and Vern Troyer was like, "I'm good." And your Miz was like, "He not doing it. I'll be there tomorrow." Shout out to that man, because he took the role that I'm sure they called Vern Troyer for first, and he was like, "Bro, I'm good. I'm good." He probably was like, yo, Mike Myers called me for this other movie. It's not Austin Powers, but he's doing like some Love Guru thing. I think I'm going to be in that. And then they saw the Love Guru, and he was like, I should have did that Snoop Dogg movie. This shit is trash.
Should he have though? I don't know. I don't think it's that much of a difference.
It's a coin flip.
Yeah.
It's a coin flip.
I really think it matters.
So basically, this movie was a anthology. It was supposed to be, I guess, a spiritual... Yeah, a spiritual successor to Tales from the Hood.
Yeah, you can say that.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not that deep.
Long story short, it's a similar version.
It's another Hood
Anthologies.
Tales from the Crypt where the Crypt Keeper guy narrates people getting their
and
lives
then you find out later he's the devil. So it's basically the same thing. Only difference is Snoop just told you straight up, like, this is what's going on.
Snoop's one has backstory for some reason.
Yeah. The other guy was no backstory. It was like,
I'm just a ghoul.
yeah, you find out later he's the devil.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
3 stories.
Yeah, baby, I'm the devil.
3 stories. I know I came in a little late from work, so could you tell me about the first one, if you don't mind?
Okay, the first story, there's basically a woman who likes graffitiing, and then these other people were trying to graffiti over her shit, and then they confronted each other, and the woman says, what was the crazy line? The woman was like, I need to find a GPS to put in my boot.
So the guy, he was tagging on a joint. She got mad, and first of all, this is a sexy woman because she ain't give no fucks. Like, she had a rebuttal for every goddamn thing. She had a gun to her chin, and he was still talking shit. So she was like, I would need a
GPS in my boot.
GPS in my boot to find your chocolate chip dick. I'm like,
to kick your small chocolate chip dick.
Yeah. Oh. Like, girl.
Then she took out the spray cans
and sprayed him in
the face, ran away. Then Danny Trejo, as like a monsterish figure, grabbed her, brought her into his lair, strapped her to a chair, and she's like, let me go, I'll let you cop a feel. And his response was, I could do anything I want. I don't want to do that to you.
Basically.
And instead proceeded to give her a BioShock kind of tattoo that gives her powers.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then every time she would put an X on somebody's graffiti, which is basically their name, they would die. Death Note. Basically, it was a BioShock application for Death Note powers.
Yeah, I like the way you combine that. I like that.
That's what happened in their brain. I'm just recounting whatever.
Yeah,
because it makes so much sense. We see like, oh, he played this video game, he watched this anime. It all makes sense.
I can see that.
It's literally someone who's high as fuck and then forgets they did what they did and they just sewed the stories together. Yeah. And basically, yeah.
I feel like they did that on purpose.
They did it on purpose. And basically she does that, and all the hood dudes that were fucking like messing with her died, and then eventually the Snoop Dogg demon comes back and kills her and turns her into a mural. Because she's like a painter, she's like an artist.
Oh.
And the whole thing is like, they're like, oh, she's dead and we're all sad now because people were gathered around. But let's look at this mural she created. But it was actually her blood was the paint, and they turned her into a mural. And that was like the first story. And it's like now the Snoop Dogg character brought her to hell, and then that's the end of the first story. Like, okay, there's this woman, gave her powers. And she's like, the story was like, she could have used that power to clean up the streets, but she just ended up continuing the cycle of violence.
Yeah, she was wilding. She crashed out.
She was crashing out. She was drunk on power.
But she took off. Okay, the first dude made him shoot his own dick off. I get it. He had a gun to you. But then like the dudes out there like, yeah.
He was just
he ain't need to kill. And the little white boy, he needed to die.
Yeah, the first 3 people were people who were mean to her and had a gun to her head. Yeah. So it made sense why they died. But she killed like 8 other graffiti artists. And not all graffiti artists are gun-toting people.
Right.
They're just artists. So she just killed other artists because she didn't like their art.
That don't make. Yeah, you're right.
Because they didn't show. If they showed the other people the bad things they'd done, it would have made sense. But it was just those people, and then just her being like, I don't like this.
Yeah, but in the end, it was only the 3 dudes that was mean to her that
came back. They came back to they're like zombie people, and they come back and they pin her against the wall, and then her fucking shit explodes, and then she's the mural.
At least Def know he was going for terror, like criminals and shit like that.
Yeah, he went crazy too, though.
Yeah, he did. That's true.
It's the same thing. He sped it up in this one.
Sped it up,
Hey, listen, if you had like an hour, I'm not gonna lie, it could be way better.
That one, but that was not as bad as the second one.
She's a baddie. Oh, the second one's terrible. She's a baddie, and she had baddie things to say because she had a line for everything. Her dialogue was solid.
The dialogue was solid. Billy D. Williams was in there.
Yeah.
He was like a funeral director. And I think so. And,
he didn't give a fuck at the end either when she died. It's like, the whole song, like, gotta move on. Like, god damn.
It was weird because he was more sad when the dudes died that she killed than when she died.
A little bit.
When she died, he was like, let's all be happy now. And then these assholes died, and he's like, I'm sorry to tell you your son died.
Yeah. Maybe he's just so jaded.
Yeah, that is interesting because I was looking it up. Yeah, the Death Note manga started in 2003.
Right.
Yeah, I knew it. There's no way they thought of that first.
Yeah. No. Yeah. So they definitely. That's why I was making sure. I was like, yo, would it have been crazy if they were like the ones that started it? And it definitely.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't hate it.
No, but I'd be fired if like the dude in Japan was like, I like this, but I could do it better.
Yeah, he does.
But no, they did it first. Yeah, I know. Just stole it and did it better. That would be freaking amazing. Okay.
Someone on that writing team definitely.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do?
Let me find out who wrote this while you keep talking.
Since you already said the second one is not a good one.
Yeah.
Let's focus on the first and the last, and then save the second one for
the end.
Yeah, so we can roast it and move on.
Okay.
Okay.
So
We need to do what the writers didn't do.
right, exactly.
God. What does
So
that
with the
mean?
first one, was
Oh,
there?
yeah. Yeesh.
I'm sure even though I'm sure you heard this phrase before. Whose man's is this?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
my guy. So, was there a person? We're gonna do this for all three separately. Was
Yeah,
there a person
that's a
in
good
this
idea.
in this one that you felt like in the first story that you could be like, whose man's is this? Like if you could say it to them in their face,
man's-
yeah, or woman, whose man's or woman. If the person felt like it was doing too much, it was a little extra.
The girl.
Okay.
Oh,
Girl.
yeah.
Girl. You're like, yo, whose man?
He's like,
Whose woman's is this?
Let's go right there.
Yeah,
Let's go right
she
there.
was.
The beginning made so much sense. She's like, yeah, I'm killing this asshole, this household.
In her defense, she watched, I guess, her father kill her mother.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Murder-suicide in front of her. So that kind of made her crazy.
They flashed back to it three times. There's
Too many times.
Yeah, like the father killed the mother.
And
then
kicking
killed
words.
himself.
He was doing like weird shit on her
But he was
head.
like this, I'm sorry, baby. It gets crazy out here.
Yeah.
Killed.
So I watched it like that. But like, damn, girl, you weren't supposed to crash out.
Yeah.
But then Dane Trejo came back to get you and stop you.
Danny Trejo was like, nah. I'm the ex-criminal, not you. But yeah, I would say it to her. Who's man? The other ones are lost causes.
Yeah.
She can't,
Yeah, I can see that. Cause like, damn, you actually had a chance.
Yeah. So
You
that's what I'd
didn't
say.
really need to wild out. Like your point was made when you made it do.
You
shit
should have
his
killed
own
just bad
dick
people.
off.
You got to kill all the
Yeah.
bad people. You should kill a
Yeah.
random artist. That made no sense.
Yeah.
They don't even talk about the other people. She's just like, oh yeah, she killed 12 other people, Xing out their graffiti, but didn't tell you who they were at all.
Right.
They could have just been chilling, like playing video games. Next to the cord just wraps around their neck, like playing Halo, and then they're just dying. Too many Doritos, they just get a heart attack.
I did like how funnier the deaths got for them.
The deaths did get funnier. Tell them about the deaths.
A guy got hit, the phone wire choked him out. When they had cell phones back in that
No,
day?
No, it's still
pagers
cool.
probably. They probably had pagers.
Oh.
Yeah.
Or no, that was 2006. But also,
They were still cool.
But the thing is also you had to pay for minutes and stuff.
Yeah, they're
true.
still cool.
So they're probably cheaper to just use the fucking payphone.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, fine.
Yeah,
fine.
those were still popping. back then.
Anyway, well, because that his dumb ass got choked out by the phone cord.
Okay.
Well, good for him.
And the real dumb one, the guy, one of the guys.
You saw that, when he showed it when he fell into the thing.
Yeah, the guy's running away from the police, and then he slipped, and he had a 40, and then his neck he falls, and the 40 goes through his neck and through his head, and then kills him. But it's like so insane because there's no way the glass would be that strong. It would just shatter.
Yeah.
It just perfectly went through his head, like
Yeah.
and then just went through, and you're just like, that's hilarious because it was just through his head, like cartoonish.
Yeah, that's why when I saw that in the credits, I was like, what the.
Because they flashed back to it, and yeah, they did.
Yeah,
you saw it.
so weird, bro. Like in my mind, I was like, he had to be running really fast, or he had.
No,
to be
he wasn't.
Yeah, I was like, he's not Barry
sure
Allen.
it
What the fuck? Okay, so that was the.
That was the first one.
That was the first story.
Now we're gonna go to the third
and then
one.
we're gonna go to the third one. And the reason, folks, you probably heard them say it. The second one is not good. So if we're gonna have fun, might as well do it with the second one.
Do you think the second one is good?
No, we said that you said it's not good.
No, I want to know what you think because you saw it.
Oh, I also agree that it's not good.
Oh,
That's why
okay.
we're saving it for last.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So we can roast it. That's what I was saying to her. I was like, we're
All
gonna do
right.
second one last.
Okay.
So the third one was basically the rappers.
The
right?
rappers.
The
So it was the
rappers.
rappers. So it was two rappers, SOD and Quan, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Aries
Sod-
Spears and Friend. That's what I
Yeah.
call it.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. I mean, he's not super notable. You gotta really know.
He been in some stuff now.
He's been in like Ray Donovan. He was in
He
the
was
game.
He's so famous.
Yeah.
He's been on Vlad TV.
He has.
A
You're
lot.
right. He has.
I don't know.
He has. Nah, that's facts. That's
Oh,
facts.
wow,
Pooch Hall.
sorry.
Pooch Hall. He has been on Vlad.
They know his name. People know his
What?
name.
No, sure. No, I don't know.
What was you?
I'm not a big. I'm not that into Vlad that much.
That's okay. Why would you butter?
You don't gotta be into Vlad. You just gotta know.
No, that's fair. Sure.
Buttering like Vlad got cameras on us and some shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the third one was about two rappers who became friends off of a random baseball being thrown through Saad's window, and he walked outside and got cool with Quan somehow that way. Then they became really successful rappers. However, they just had differing ideas as to how they wanted to be famous.
One of them had weed energy. The other one had coke energy.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
And the whole story is Snoop Dogg going, "See, man, weed is good."
Yeah.
That's basically it.
Yeah, that's basically it.
That's basically him going, "Weed is the good drug." That's the whole moral of the story.
Yeah.
I feel like we kind of know that already.
I know, but I don't.
But yeah, I like. How
I
you
feel like
explained
I know I
Thank
get
you.
it, but I feel like we got it. Snoop?
But Snoop is like, I gotta tell you.
Yeah, he's like, I gotta remind you. I gotta
Yeah.
hammer this issue home.
Yeah.
And at the same time, they had I guess one of Snoop's, just like the Danny Trejo character. This was another character.
The white woman.
Yeah,
was
white
like,
lady who was like a psychiatrist, a therapist.
Yeah, no,
kind of.
she was on the venue.
She's like the owner of the venue going.
Because he was wilding out in the hotel.
He was
wilding out in the venue.
I don't think it's I think it's the green room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
green.
She was like in
Wilding
the green room,
Yeah.
and they're like, if you don't wild out, the person's gonna come and correct you.
And
And
he's
then,
like, you don't want to meet her.
yeah, you don't want to
Yeah.
meet her.
Yeah.
And then the woman comes to correct her.
Hold on, wait. We forgot the whole part where Snoop had a vampire hose.
Oh, we forgot the vampire.
that's
Tell 'em about
okay,
the
that's
So
vampire.
okay.
they
Yeah,
made
yeah.
him top off, I guess, his driver.
Yeah.
Which I don't know why you need to do that. Cause like if you have all these powers, he can't go nowhere anyway. So I get the idea of killing the getaway driver, but I was like, bro, I just felt it was petty. 'Cause, I mean, I guess not. She gave him head before he
No,
got murdered.
you're actually right when you really think about the story.
Yeah.
You're right. The spirit of his friend who was killed by his bodyguard
Yeah.
that he set up, his friend came back and killed the bodyguard.
Right.
And framed him, and then the cops arrived immediately and just shot him before he could even get downstairs. So you're right. There wasn't really a need for a getaway driver if Snoop knew that the cops would be here this fast to kill him.
Yeah.
You're right. You're 100% right.
Yeah.
So in essence, it just made.
Or he just thought he would kill himself.
I think Snoop was like, I'm the devil. I kill people, baby. That was it. That was it.
Yeah.
It wasn't really anything. It was just going, I'm the devil. I'm the devil, baby.
Well,
I'm the
no.
devil.
What happened was
The writers was like, we gotta make something.
He set up because Aries Spears Ghost somehow, I get not corporeal, was able to stab.
Yeah, it goes into existence.
Yeah, and stab
Okay, we gotta go back.
DDP. Okay, yeah.
So I think the people are confused now.
Yeah, they are.
So basically,
There's a lot of characters.
Snoop Dogg's character can morph into other characters. He was also the Danny Trejo character, so he's kind of like God, and he's the devil basically. But he can morph into different people, but he's the devil. He comes into the room as the white lady who owns the venue and corrects him. Before that moment, there's like a room full of people. He goes over, looks over, they're all gone. Now it's just him and the white lady. They're watching movies.
And the doors morph out of existence.
There's
so
no
he
door
can't get out.
anymore.
Yeah.
And they're watching movies, and they're going over this guy's mistakes and how he backstabbed Aries Spears
And killed him.
and killed him. And then the Aries Spears character comes back as a zombie person and is like, "You kill me, motherfucker," basically. And then even though he doesn't exist, eventually, as they're going this back and forth, one of his people comes back into the room, and then the Aries Spears goes from ghost to existing.
Yeah.
Kills the guy
With two knives in the eyeballs.
in the eyeballs, and then goes back into ghost mode and doesn't exist. And then people
Because
come in.
DDP can't see him. Well, DDP is a bodyguard, by the way.
DDP
can't see him.
White guy,
Yeah.
big strong earring.
Yeah.
It was an era.
Yeah.
It was an era. It was an era. And then so also
Because then the door opened because they also had two chicks they were supposed to bring in. So now the chicks see just man's holding knots. He tried to kill Aries Spears because he's a ghost. He ain't working. So now all these chicks, you see him dead DDP on the ground and him holding knives. Like, oh, this is a setup. So
yeah.
I don't think it was more about Snoop Dogg killing him. I'm just gonna have you go to jail.
Yeah, but there's a whole scene where Aries Spears' character is talking to the guy because he set him up to die because he wanted all the fame and the glory, and then he
Also because he shitted on Snoop Dogg. We forgot that part. That's why he was really mad.
he shitted on Snoop.
Remember when we shitted on? He was walking the red carpet and Snoop Dogg went in because Snoop Dogg remember he was interviewing Method Man.
So Snoop Dogg isn't Snoop Dogg, but he's a guy interviewing Method Man in the
Yeah.
story.
That's how you got us
And the
for a
rapper
second.
Kane, I guess he asked a question. He was like, well, "Fuck you, man. Who are you?" And Snoop Dogg was, "Oh, word? I got you. Vampire hoe, suck his driver off." I guess you don't have to suck him off if you don't want to, but kill him anyway.
I feel like Snoop already knew what he was going to do.
He was gonna do it
before he
anyway?
interviewed him. Yeah.
I like it better
I don't
if-
think that really.
No, I like it better if he's just petty.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
He's the devil. He's supposed to be petty. But I just
Well, he's
feel
actually
like,
more of the devil's servant.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
he got-
yeah.
He's like
The synopsis did say that he was a worker for.
he's
them.
like Violator.
Which is also
from
Ghost
Spawn.
Rider. Ghost Rider type.
Yeah,
of
he's like
Spawn-
Violator from Spawn.
Violator's the clown guy.
Yeah, that's basically who Snoop Dogg is, but there's no Spawn.
Yeah,
Except for I guess the girl was.
yeah.
So she fucked up.
Exactly.
That's interesting.
But the Aries Spears that part had lines in it though.
Oh yeah.
Did
Yeah,
you
it
write
did.
down any of the lines or no?
Wait, did I?
This Aries Spears had some lines. It was crazy. That was actually pretty good. He's like,
No, you went full Aries Spears.
It was
Which is
good.
so funny because his regular human persona just chill. which is not really like Aries Spears. Like, Ghost Aries Spears is probably closer to who he really is.
Yeah. So in the story, the guy who betrays Aries Spears is like the cokehead, like I want all the fame, I want the money, and was wilding out. And Aries Spears is like the cool one's like, yo, bro, chill out, we gonna get our time. And then there's a story part of it where the guy was having sex with a woman, and then the story breaks out that it was statutory, like she was underage.
That's where the crazy line was. Yeah.
But it's crazy because the woman didn't even. The thing is, if you're gonna do that,
you look 18. I even peed on her. Like, why you say that part, bro?
Yeah. But it's crazy because the woman they got to play the one
didn't look 18.
She looked like 25.
Yeah, she looked older.
Yeah,
she definitely 25.
So it would have made more sense just to get a woman who looked younger to make it more.
I think they probably couldn't afford that.
Okay.
Afford that kind of like publicity.
No, not that much younger, but like 20.
Okay, yeah.
I don't mean. I wasn't saying. I wasn't saying age accurate. Okay. I wasn't saying age accurate.
I was just laughing because he was like, I don't think they could afford that. He was like, okay.
I mean, like afford that kind of like hit.
I know, but that's funny.
I get you.
20-year-old.
Like
some people don't age. Some people look like teenagers even though they're 25.
That's how they able to get those roles.
Like that. The one you remember House of Pain, Jasmine.
Yeah.
You know in Black Lightning she looks exact. She's like we're like the same age. She looks the same. She plays the same age.
She's a grown ass woman.
She looks the same.
Yeah, he 100% right.
So you could have
Yeah, you're right, bro.
But it's weird that they want to pay him the asshole and then the woman looks like a 25-year-old woman. But basically that's the story. And then he's like, man, you having sex with underage women? He goes, yeah, and I want to pee on her too.
Yeah. No, he admitted that he did pee on her, and he was proud of her. Yeah, he was proud of that shit.
He had a lot.
And that's when his man started fighting him, and he was like, "What are we married? What the fuck?"
Yeah, bitch, man.
He was like, "You know my bitch." I was like, "Oh my lord, why they making Pooch do this, man? That's not him. That's not him."
And then the second part is him setting him up to die.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Aries Spears confronts him on that, like, you was wearing your bulletproof vest, motherfucker. Why was you doing that?
I like that when...
Yeah, that was pretty good.
I know that he was a spirit, but the fact that he had powers to do play-by-play announcing, and they were able to, like, highlight the bulletproof vest he was wearing, I was like, what? It's like, why didn't he just be like, yo, I knew you was wearing your bulletproof vest, man. I was fucked up. Instead, like, he goes, I knew you was wearing your bulletproof vest.
And it's like that like video game thing where it's like green CGI.
Yeah.
Like green, looks like the Matrix kind of line.
That's what I was saying. I was like, what? Like, why?
Play it up.
Yeah. And then he also Aries Spears.
That shit was funny.
When I guess the guy did some bullshit, and then Aries Spears pulled out his ears, like my ears still work, and pulled out his ears, then ate his ear, then spit his ear out, then pulled the guy in and kissed him, and then threw him away. And that was actually kind of good acting. I was like, this is kind of good. This is honestly, that's I would want to see the Aries Spears part just made it to a whole movie. That's the only part.
That kiss was a good callback to.
I don't know about that, but I get it.
But I'm saying if it was a sequel, that'd be the best.
That'd be the best possible option. Yeah. You just be like, I work with you now. Nah, you good. Be like, I work with you now. Yeah. And then Snoop's like, oh, here we go.
Can you make a whole hour and a half of that though?
Not an hour and a half.
They just do 3 other stories and just have him fool around, whatever.
It doesn't even have to be 3 others. It could be on YouTube.
I thought you meant just that Aries Spears part.
But that could be like a whole, that could have been a whole. It would have been better if you got rid of the second story and you just made that story longer.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, because that was actually good. There was lines. There was backstory. Why did this happen?
That's true. I like that.
Yeah.
So for this one, I think it's also a no-brainer whose mans would be in this case,
it's
right?
Pooch.
Yeah.
Pooch is the main character, right?
Yes, he was the rapper. He was Sod.
Who killed Aries Spears.
Yeah.
Whose mans is this?
Yeah. Close runner-up would be Diamond Dallas Page's.
Yeah, I was going to say the same
bouncer.
thing.
Yeah,
the bodyguard or whatever.
He had a big earring. He had a
big earring.
He's
like literally, whose mans is this? How do you even get here? Of all the wrestlers, how'd you make it in here?
So, did they sign with Jason Alexander's record label? I'm guessing.
Did we skip the Jason Alexander? So Jason Alexander's in there in the scene where he's like fucking up and wants, I want a Benz, I want this, and then Aries Spears is like, hold up, dude.
Don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. I'm assuming he signed with them. Yeah, you know why? Because Aries Spears' character kicked his boy out the room and then sat down and negotiated with him. Like, yo, my friend was bugging. And then he was like, yo, you want to go solo? Because they was going to try to just...
Oh, yeah, she said he didn't go solo.
And then he was like, nah, that's my man. Which was a really stand-up move. Because anybody else in that situation would have been like, yeah, he wilding. Like, let me get the deal, I'm out. But instead, he was like, nah. Like, come on, man. That's my guy. If he's not in it, we not in it at all. And then he turns around and gets him.
Gets him murdered.
Gets him murdered. That's so wild, bro.
Yeah.
And the other crazy thing is, like, for me, the robbery scene. Look, I know it's not easy, and I know he had a mask on, but I feel like Ari Spears could have told that was the bodyguard. I feel like the way he ran in, you could tell I ain't no black dude running in to rob the place. And his voice, you could hear the voice. It was a distinct voice. Just like, give me your tags. I was like, hey, wait, ain't that? I would have said his name out loud. Got them both messed up.
Who said he didn't?
So you saying he just took the bullet?
What else he gonna do? He's gonna be dead anyway. It was all set up.
Nah, you got zigzag, bro.
It was crazy because when Ari Spears' character died, he stood up for 10 extra seconds and then fell.
Yeah.
He was like, boom. He was like,
yeah.
He was trying to get that NAACP award,
So
brother.
listen, unless Snoop Dogg told him in the afterlife, this is what happened. I'm assuming he probably knew. He might have known.
No, I know who told him because remember that was another one of his infamous lines. He was like, "Oh, I spoke to God." He said to tell you I stopped thanking me.
Oh yeah.
in the movie or
In the movie, he said he was like, "Yo, I spoke to God." He was like, "Stop thanking me. Don't be shit.
He don't give a shit.
Don't give a shit."
Jesus
that was a great lesson.
Wow.
Stop thinking of me. You don't give a shit.
That's what happened. God was like, "Yo, I worked out a deal with the devil, whatever. Yeah, you can go down there, you know what I'm saying, and take care of business. But you got to be back here at a certain time." And then homie was probably like, "All right, I'm gonna have some fun." And he was like, "Wait, before you go."
But I feel like would Ari Spears' character go to hell?
Why?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what we saying. He was in heaven, and God sent him that message on the way down. They probably worked out some deal.
Then why he look fucked up?
No, that's because to traumatize the guy to remind him.
I guess so. I guess
Yeah.
you have the power to just make himself look the way.
I mean, his face,
looked.
his face didn't look very swollen.
That's true. It wasn't like he just got shot in the head. He just had a bullet hole, but he really had like a whole
Well, it's not even.
thing.
Yeah, it's less about looking like a guy who got shot and more or less just looking like a guy who's dead, like decomposed. Because that's when you get bloated.
Okay, I guess.
Your bacteria and the shit, and then you get bloated and you get like
I did not know that.
But maybe not specifically decomposed, but somebody who looks just monstrous to like traumatize the guy.
Oh, he on.
I feel like somebody knew that.
He on Ghostbusters Ghost Rules type of time.
I mean,
they can fuck with you.
Yeah, that's the whole point. Is like you killed me.
Yeah.
I was nice to you.
Yeah. I like that. They leveled it up because he could have just walked in regular and just been like, "Yo, man, it's messed up." And he's like, but then you're right. He would have just thought like, "I'm just bugging. Maybe it's just too much drugs or alcohol," and then he would have just not believed him.
Yeah,
but to come in with that disfigured look is like, oh snap, yo,
yeah,
I thought you
Snoop
was
Dogg
dead.
can't transform into different niggas, so I guess it's just.
I mean, he has the power to, as y'all just said, he can be Danny Trejo 1 minute and then a white woman the next.
But the Ari Spears character wasn't Snoop Dogg.
No, I know.
No, we know. We're just saying. It's a lower ghostly form, so I can't do that shit. But I can fuck myself up.
Yeah.
And I can make myself look how I want to look like of my own self. I can't turn into a white woman. I'm not on that level.
Yeah, that's the ultimate.
I haven't done that training arc.
I did like the fact that he could hire vampires.
Oh, that's great. No, that was great.
The sexiest vampire.
Oh, yeah.
The sexiest vampire.
Oh, the women here are bad as hell.
The sexiest.
Yeah, that was.
And the thing is, the vampire women were trying so hard to be vampire women.
Yeah.
They weren't, instead of just being vampires like this, they were like.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't even like subtle teeth. Like, oh no, that is a vampire. Don't go near here at all.
I think in real life, that guy wouldn't have let those ladies in his car.
No.
He would have been like,
you got teeth that big? Like you like a fucking saber-tooth tiger?
Before the teeth.
Yeah.
I think he would have just been like, I'm on the clock. I'm sorry. Just let me
I don't know. I feel like this guy wasn't professional.
I don't know, man.
I don't got that much faith in this guy, bro. I don't have faith in his crew. He got Dan McDonald's page on the side. This is the kind of people you deal with. I don't trust that driver. No.
Look.
Snoop Dogg was in the car. How do you make it in the car? You were probably already smoking with him. This guy don't give a shit.
Nah, you can't. You can't, cause
see, that's the problem with optimism. When something good happens to you, you just let it happen, and then something bad happens. You think there's something good was supposed to happen.
I ain't even saying all that, but I'm like,
you let terrible shit happen to you because you ain't got your brain working.
I'm just saying this guy's not a professional. Like, Snoop Dogg was already in the car, chilling in the back, shooting the shit when I was all like, bro, you don't care.
He's a demon, man. This is the same guy who slit his throat and then rewinded time and slit his throat. Man.
I hear you, bro. I just feel like even if we just regular chicks, he wouldn't care. Like, I'm gonna get some top real quick while this dude's in there. Cause I ain't in a party, so fuck him.
That is true. He's out in the war show.
He got in the car.
It was weird.
It's weird that the driver can't get out and party with them. Like he needs to be in the car when the guy
At all
you can't
times.
work that shit. That don't make
Keep
no
the
sense.
car running.
Yeah. Keep the
car
car
in
running.
LA.
Keep the
You
car
gonna be
running.
there for
It's
hours.
hot as shit. You waste all the gas. I'm a rapper. Use all the gas.
Use all the gas you need. I'll be
Yeah,
fine.
what you talking about?
Can I at least be
Nah,
Method
fuck
Man?
outta
No.
Here, bro.
What about Lamar Odom? No.
Yeah.
Like, you can't be like, yo, go over here, come back at this time. Like, nah, just stay down there. Fuck out of here. Yeah, I'm gonna get some top from this big teeth woman.
They're like, it's Halloween.
What
And
you
they're like,
talking about? Yeah. Yeah, it's probably Halloween. It's probably the vibe. He didn't think it's an actual vampire gonna like rip his throat out.
yeah. He's like, vampires not real. And then it goes on his neck and he's like, vampires are real. Just kidding.
It's already too late. You already
wrong. They are real.
done.
All right, let's bring it all home
Yeah.
and talk about this second story.
We're making good time.
We did the first and the last, and we decided to save the middle because it is what we do best here at Nerds at Welcome to My Hood Films, which is
having Vietnam flashback.
roasting the bad shit. So we told the first two stories, so Oni, you can tell this one.
Oh man,
You
this one sucks.
That's why I saved you for this one, bro.
Cause I'm a vet.
No, that had nothing to do with it.
Are you sure? Cause
Yes,
it's about vets.
I didn't
All
care
right.
about the vet. I just wanted you to tell it because it was a bad story.
All right, so that's fair. Well, whatever. I didn't even take no notes. It was just trash.
So just tell what you saw, brother.
I saw some boring ass shit. All right, so basically, what the fuck happened? Oh yeah, a racist white son who's a prick, spoiled. His father was a Vietnam vet. He went to a unit with these black guys. He was cool with them. He was like, listen, y'all can stay in my crib in some city. They never say where they're at. And like, just give me this amount of stipend. Y'all good. Y'all ain't got to stay in the VA hospital, whatever. Then I guess he wanted his son to learn honor. So he's like, listen.
Which he did not teach his son.
Yeah, he ain't teach his son.
But he wanted the
like,
black dudes, the black
Yeah.
veterans to teach his son honor.
It's like, hey, listen, chill with them. You get my inheritance when I die. So chill with these guys
For 1 year.
And then it'll be all good. So he goes. First of all, we find out he kills the guy. So he kills his own father. So he's already he's a triple piece of shit. It just drives him with a car, and then he has a hood horn ornament.
But yeah,
and
he impales his father.
So he goes in with his girlfriend, and they just crash out. They raise their rent. Be like, yo, you gotta like. He gets the dude's name wrong. It's Roscoe Ernie Hudson, which goddamn, why is he in this? Yeesh.
He said like different versions of his name
This is
wrong.
the real racism. He couldn't get better movies than that.
Yeah.
This is the real racism.
Yeah.
But then Jason Alexander and DDP is there, so it's not. Is it racism?
No, but they did other things.
Yeah,
That's true.
yeah.
He only did that.
Yeah. They was doing other things around this time. DDP was wrestling.
Yeah, they did one day. Jason Alexander was like, "I'm British. I'm a different kind of British. Now I'm Irish. He did like 15 different British accents, and then left. Ernie Hudson. That was at least a few days.
Yeah, he's right. Cause
Shit,
he was a central character versus
Yeah,
DDP's
true.
wasn't that central.
That's
he's right,
true,
and Jason
actually.
Alexander. You're right. That was bit parts.
Racist.
Racist. Yeah, they took away his
he got a bigger
benefits.
check.
Then
Yeah.
the one nurse that took care of him, these white folks, they took her out, which was messed up.
Yeah,
After
basically killed her. Yeah.
blackmailing her into a threesome, and then when she said no to the threesome, they just snuffed her out.
Well, because she was like, the guy was like, "We're gonna take away the money for your food."
Yeah, they lowered down the food budget.
Yeah.
One of the dudes was dying because he probably wasn't getting proper medication, all kind of crazy shit.
And then the guy was
he
like,
ended up dying in his sleep the same night they killed poor Wanda, who was bad.
Leave her in the freezer.
Yeah,
she was hot.
bad.
She was cute.
Put her.
And then after that, they just get revenge by feeding the girl full of caviar, which she spent most of the money on.
Well, she was feeding her dog
feeding her little dog caviar
while they were dying of food, not having food.
So
yeah, it was kind of weird. Go ahead.
Yeah, they beat his ass.
And dressed him in army gear to kill him.
Dress him in army gear.
That was funny. That was funny. Dressing up as the army gear.
They waterboarded.
It wasn't even waterboard. They basically just
it was under the sink.
Under the sink, like little droplets hit his head. Like, I don't think that's waterboarding. Really.
I think that's kind of hilarious.
It is a little funny.
That was funny. He's like, That's what we learned in Nam.
Yeah, like, is that what you learned in Nam?
And there was just one drop. I think he had something on his head. He had like one drop.
Keep
One
the drop
little.
going.
It was not
Couple
nearly
of
enough
days.
water.
Keep the drop going.
See you in a couple of days. They tie him up, bring him upstairs in a little chair.
And his girl was
The girl been strapped to the thing. They've been force feeding her caviar with a fucking vacuum.
They put him in
a reverse.
Yeah, they put him in his boy's wheelchair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put him in his boy's wheelchair. Yeah. And he had a choice to make. He's like, you or your girl. Let his girl just get a death by caviar over.
Yeah.
He was like, pulled it out.
Yeah, and he was like, before that, he was like, I promise not to kill you in this room. And he goes, you're not going to kill me? And he was like, not in this room.
Not in this room.
Yeah, that was bad funny.
Yeah.
He realized it too. He was like, not in this room.
Yeah. He knew what time it was.
And they used the same thing that he used to take out his dad.
Yeah, they rolled him out, rolled him.
Oh no, that was I just assumed that was just the old Vietnam trap. They just
no, that was the same one. Because there's a scene earlier.
There's
a scene earlier where he gets the horns in a mail.
Yeah.
So he wanted to put the horns in his house to remind himself how much he loved killing his father.
Yeah.
The wildest part is the racism. He had like boxers that were Confederate boxers.
That was wild.
Confederate boxers.
That was wild.
The woman called them all coons, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
The woman called them all coons.
Mm-hmm.
In the beginning, they took one of the guy's rooms and they made him clear out his room and then flicked a quarter to him like he was the help.
Yeah.
It was mad.
They made them all sleep in the same room.
Yeah. And then killed him with the horns, like you were saying.
Yeah. Then they made him fall back through the horns.
The wheelchair put him on the stairs, kicked him down the stairs. The horns were at the bottom of the stairs. Then got impaled.
That was a good part.
And then Snoop Dogg's character comes later. So it's now that place looks way better.
Yeah.
All the black dudes are chilling, and the Snoop Dogg is apparently the landlord. And then what happens is they kept the dog. Snoop Dogg comes in, the dog starts barking, and Snoop Dogg just shoots the dog.
Snoop
Dogg shoots the dog,
and it blows
for
up.
No reason. Just kills pulls out a pistol, shoots a chihuahua, it explodes. And then everybody just does this. They just like.
Everybody like, well, it
was like, okay.
The whole black dudes were like, what the fuck was that about?
What the fuck? They were just like, oh, what the fuck?
Like, why did you do that?
They're so old they couldn't even get that.
Yeah. They couldn't even be that surprised. They was like, oh.
They did as much as their body could allow in that moment. It was like, what the fuck? Yeah. Ernie Hudson was like, yo, what the fuck was that about?
But I think also in their mind, they were like, we didn't really like that dog anyway. It's cool.
No, it was definitely a racist. I mean, the dog was chilling, though.
It was, and they kept it, which was also funny. They was like, you ain't causing no harm to nobody. You could be our pet.
You're a dog. Like, you're fucking dog.
Snoop was like, bow. They were like,
fuck this dog.
All right, cool. It wasn't our dog anyway.
I guess. I wasn't that attached.
That was what I realized. They was like, it wasn't our dog anyway. Who cares? Like,
whose man's is this? Snoop Dogg. Shooting that dog. Mm-hmm. That's the Snoop Dogg. That's crazy. Shot the dog, and the guy was like,
he's the king whose man's
dead. It was a slow motion death, too. And the slow motion blood.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Like the head separated from the body was wild.
For me, it was the nurse, bro.
You think the nurse is a whose man's?
Yeah.
Why?
Because she cared about the black people?
No. I almost walked into that. No.
Because she went upstairs?
Because she went upstairs.
Yeah.
That's true.
And then said no and acted as if like
they was gonna be cool with it.
They was gonna be cool with it.
The guy goes, hey, if you want them to get their food and their money for the food, you need to have a threesome. And she goes, okay, goes upstairs and goes, you know what I really want to talk about? How inhumane this is. Bitch, just leave.
Yeah.
Leave and call the police.
She's gonna be like, I'm very uncomfortable. I'm leaving.
Why would you do that? You just go, no, and just leave and just call the VA's office.
Yeah, she threatened to call the VA's office to get him shut down.
But as she's trapped in a room with the woman and the girlfriend helps hold the nurse down as they're suffocating her.
Yeah. So it's like, what? Like, you could have avoided all of that. You could have just told them like, yo, shit is getting weird.
Listen,
I'm gonna come back.
She was naive.
Yeah, that's why it's whose man's.
I guess, yeah.
Because she didn't have to go upstairs. He's right. She didn't have to go upstairs at all. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
She's the second whose man's.
Yeah. So who's the first?
Snoop Dogg is the first.
Oh,
whose man's.
I would still put obviously the white dude above.
That was the main character, the white guy?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. But at least he's so racist that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first one, the girl who graffitied, that didn't make no sense. She was just killing random people that graffitied later.
She wild out.
That didn't make no sense. And the And well, who's man's for this? The third.
The rapper.
The rapper. That one was like, again, why you wild? Why you wild? Why you having sex
Before
with underage
famous
women?
And all that.
Why are you acting crazy? Why are you acting entitled?
Yeah.
And then this one is like, whoa. At least this one you're like, no, he's a racist.
Like I get it.
He's like a cartoon.
He knows whose man's who he is.
Yeah. And that's true. He knew off the rip he was wilding.
Yeah.
The other two was like, I don't know why. Yeah. Like this one was like, I'm just a murderer and I'm flaunting it for no reason and I'm acting entitled for no but I know this already. This is what I do. I got all my dad's like fortune, whatever he got.
I did like at the very end he said, but they were almost paid off. Like, damn, if he actually meant that would be funny.
But what was almost paid off? Them?
Remember he said like, listen, y'all inflation, so y'all owe me this much, and he was saying like, no, they were almost like actually paid off, almost.
Oh, he was telling the truth now.
That's I was saying it would be funny when we actually meant that. Like, no, they were all really almost paid off.
Yeah, I mean
that would be funny, but I don't know.
Well, I
doubt it.
They wrote the story off as just like Snoop miraculously gave these people a new home, and they didn't have to worry about paying for it, I guess.
Is that what happened? Because he was not involved.
Well, no. They probably
just
got
took
the
it in
money
their own hands.
in the will, because in the will in the beginning they go, if you don't act right, the money's gonna go to them. So they had the money to pay for it. Just Snoop Dogg became the landlord.
Got you.
Snoop Dogg didn't just give them the house.
That's what I was thinking. As I was like trying to.
It's crazy that now, even though they were high writing this movie, we're more high not knowing what they wrote that actually made sense in the movie. Because so much of it didn't make sense.
Right.
That when they did make sense, we skipped over it in our minds. Because that's how high we are. Right? I'm not high, but that's how high.
No, but I get what you're saying. Like your mind just was like, what?
Yeah, it's just a lot. It was a lot.
Actually did correlate to something.
No, you're right, bro. Because I didn't even peep that. I was like, wait. What you said, I'm like, they did say that.
Yeah,
they did, and it just.
That's when they stopped smoking weed. And then when the other parts they started smoking weed again.
Because
I think at that point I was just done with it. I need this to be over.
Yeah. That part was so exhausting.
I need the whole story to be done.
I did want to. I did think it would be funny if there was like a day where like somebody just came over and was like, "Oh, we heard about the guy that was in charge of the fortune or whatever. Like he died." And they're like, "Yeah, okay. We're just gonna check, make sure the house is safe and everything." And they just walk it around. And like, did y'all know there's a woman in the freezer that's dead?
Yeah, they probably
got rid of that.
Yeah,
that's what you think. They didn't know she was in the freezer, remember?
No, they found her.
Oh yeah, he did. Ernie Hansen found her. See, you're right.
Yeah,
everything
when you're watching
right.
a high movie and then you get high during the high movie.
Yeah, moving on. You're right. You're right. 100%. That's just me saying that.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Listen, we just watched it. Niggas been working. They've been doing a lot. It's not like
we're working harder than they did.
One thing I will say is that
this is jam packed with just.
They had it was basically a hybrid of like, so when Snoop was I guess in the elevator, going to hell, and they were in hell or whatever, that's when they went into animated form.
Yeah.
I feel like if they just kept it as an animated feature,
would have cost too much money.
It probably would have, but I feel like it would have been a little better maybe.
I mean, yeah, it would have been better. But the thing is, the animation wasn't even the good quality. You missed the beginning part was mostly animation, whereas like literally they're talking. It's like they couldn't even afford all the frames for all the little animation. Animation is expensive.
Yeah.
Damn. No, I get that. I'm just saying like
if they had money for good animation, that could have been something.
Yeah.
But if they had that money, they wouldn't have made this movie.
I think we need Snoop Dogg's Hood of Horrors from Pixar. That's all. It'll be alright, man. Nice little, Pixar animation. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Nice little Pixar animation.
You better go watch that.
Bootleg Pixar.
You better go watch that Pharrell Lego, because that bomb, they ain't going to even try.
That's not going to bomb.
That's not going to bomb.
You think so?
No, that's not going to bomb.
We can look that up later.
Is one of.
You're right.
Pharrell's one of the few people that his artistry actually lives up.
Okay.
I ain't heard nothing about a bombing yet.
Yeah, like that.
Okay.
Yeah, he takes
I don't know
time.
what's cheap to make.
Pharrell's Hood of Horrors. That's what you want?
That'd be better than that.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, he tries. Pharrell actually tries.
There would have been some crazy visuals.
Oh.
There would have been
yeah. There would have been a good dance number in there.
It would have been strapped. It would have been like
fire
loaded.
soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot of that. Let's go with one last question for you, man. Since we're in the era of like reboots and remakes and long-awaited sequels and all that stuff, would you have rather this film get remade for 2025, or would you rather like just a straight up sequel, like with new stories and stuff of that nature.
Well, you really can't make a sequel because no one watched the first one. You know,
right?
But if the thing is, if it was like a cult classic as a joke, I would have gone the Aries Spears. I would bring the Aries Spears character back and make a whole, maybe like a 30-minute movie. Now, it don't gotta be a whole movie, like a YouTube thing or something. Don't put people through all that. Don't put But but not either a sequel, which is like, okay, you take this movie, you put it on YouTube as a joke, people watch it when they're high, they laugh at it. Then you make a sequel, a short, like if they did the more Aries Spears character, he's fucking with other people, something like that. But you can't make a full length. You can't make a full length movie out of this. You can't make a full length. Yeah. You can't do that. You can't do that. No one's that high.
No
one's that high.
And
ever.
You can tell by the reception.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg made it.
Yeah, I don't think it's as bad as what they're saying, but it's definitely not good.
Well, we were saying the reason it got that 11% on Tomatoes because they shot a dog.
They shot the dog. The dog.
That cost him 22 points.
Yeah, because I'm like, it's bad, but it ain't like I see worse.
He shot a dog.
Listen, I think this is still better than Tales from the Hood 2.
In 3.
I think 3 is better.
Think 3 is better? Okay.
I think 3
That's
is
fair.
better. I think 3 is better.
Yeah.
Again, once I saw an old lady get uppercut from a balcony.
This is the worst version of 3.
All right, I give you that.
No, the Dragon Ball to the Fireball was great.
No, not the Fireball. When the old lady got uppercut from the balcony. Anyway, different movie.
That was funny.
Anyway, different movie.
Different
That was fun.
But it is better than the second one. So yeah, that's how you feel, huh? I mean, I would welcome a sequel.
I think I'm done. I think I'm done with these.
I want 3 more stories, man.
I think we in the Jordan Peele era.
So get him to make it.
Yeah.
No.
He said no.
Jordan Peele would never make something like this.
He could make 3 short stories and take it seriously.
No, make his own thing, but not like maybe inspired by this, but it doesn't have to be like directly, from it.
No.
Go get another rapper.
No. I mean, like, he would do his own 3 little short story thing, and that'll be his way of doing it. I'm not suggesting you try to remake this.
Go get one of these current gen rappers.
The thing is, this is a high movie, so you have to get somebody who is also high. This time it has to be Seth Rogen. You got to get somebody equally as high, but better writing.
No, he has too much class for what you need here.
What?
But the thing is, Snoop Dogg didn't have enough class, which is why the second part was bad.
Did you not see This Is
You need
That?
a little bit more class.
Okay.
And also, Seth Rogen makes a lot of high movies.
Yeah, I was like,
Actually.
what?
Yeah, he does.
And they're pretty good. Pineapple Express, a classic.
Yeah,
It's a real movie.
Yeah, but I'm saying,
compare that to this.
I'm saying, if he could make a real movie that good, he could make a hood movie better than this one.
But don't forget, This Is the End and Sausage Party was mine.
That was crazy.
Oh, I didn't see those.
Crazy.
It was a food orgy.
Yeah.
Where the food is fucking the other food. It was so...
and it became such a cult classic. They made a cartoon series about it now.
All right.
So he could definitely do that.
I don't know what you're talking about, so I'll take your word.
Oh, wow,
for
I'm surprised you ain't see that.
You gotta watch it. That
was a high movie.
I want to watch that.
Because it's a high movie. Trust us.
Did you watch Sausage Party? Other than the ending that was wild, it was a really good movie.
Yeah, the ending was
Okay.
wild.
That just don't watch the very end. Just, right?
Oh,
If you just skip that, but the 95% of the movie is like, this is a really good movie.
I just didn't like the
The
premise.
very end
It was
was
pretty well executed. It's crazy.
No, it was well executed. Just when it got to the end,
the
it was
ending
like,
was
what?
so crazy.
Yeah, and then he's right. When it got to the end, you were like, I felt like they was just high and they said, fuck it.
But the thing is, it almost felt like you did it.
Maybe I'm missing
Yeah,
that.
that was just like, let's just do it. Yo, bro, we thank you for doing this.
Wait, you didn't say what the best story was.
Oh, right.
The third
right.
one. The third one.
Okay.
Yeah,
Aries Spears.
I thought we brought that up. Did you feel like the first one was
I
better
don't
than the
know,
third
man. I like that fake Spawn is kind of doing it.
one? Oh, okay, that's fine.
The Spawn, yeah, the
I
Spawn.
like the third one, but then again, I didn't see the first one, so the third one for me.
Third one is definitely.
Yeah,
I don't know what the fuck.
the third one.
The second one.
We all agree that the second one is the worst.
Oh,
so the
terrible.
third one is. We say the third one is the better one, and you say the first one's the best one. So that's
Spawn,
cool.
yeah.
Yeah, the Spawn one is cool.
Yeah.
I think it's straight up the same actor who does Spawn.
Right.
Because Spawn is basically the Spawn character is basically the devil offering him that he'll bring his sister back to life if he kills himself. That's the devil person is voiced by the person I'm pretty sure voices Spawn in the Spawn animated series.
Oh,
The
okay.
one on HBO Max.
I thought you
I
meant
will
the
watch
movie.
an hour or more. I will watch an hour version of this.
That's interesting.
The
that you
animated?
say that.
No, oh yeah, of course Spawn, but I mean like of the girl, the posy girl,
Yeah,
and being a shitty Spawn.
yeah.
That's interesting you bring that up. Let's see real quick while y'all
Oh, if it's the same voice actor?
Yeah.
The Spawn animated series?
Well, it's Keith David, so it might be.
I don't think Keith
I'm gonna have to go
Davidson was
super
in
far
the
back.
credits.
So while I'm looking that up,
I don't think
go
Keith
ahead.
David was in. I didn't see his name in the credits of this
yeah.
movie of Hood of Horror.
But that's what I'm saying. While I'm looking that up, we can
Okay,
just.
trying to
Just go
find
to
a voice
Horror
actor.
and see who voiced the.
Oh yeah, that's how I usually do it this way. Because then once they show through these years, yeah, he's not there. Because they just went through 2006.
They found a guy who sounds
Yeah.
exactly like him. Or he was like, don't put me in those credits.
Don't put me in the credits. I don't need nobody to know.
Yeah.
No, because he was in Tales from the Hood too.
He was in Tales from the Hood too.
In
That was
live
years-
action,
and
is
that was
that?
years later. Yeah, that was years later. All right. Anyway, yeah. So like I was saying, thank you for doing this podcast with us.
Yeah.
We hope this doesn't deter you from wanting to watch more Hood films.
I don't think it was that bad. I was expecting much worse.
It wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
But it's still bad.
I was expecting like
I liked the Forrest Whitaker movie, the assassin movie, which you did not like.
Yeah, we did not like it.
But I did like
it.
that one.
Okay.
And I liked Friday and the
Okay.
Friday after next. Friday after next was.
Yeah, that one's good. Yeah.
The first Friday was the best one.
Yeah.
And then after
yeah.
that, you're like, I get it, Ice Cube. I get it. The girl wants to fuck you.
Yeah, he had to
I
pull an
get it.
audible, man. Chris Tucker ain't want to come back. A lot of people didn't come back, so he had to pull an audible. We get it. But anyway, like you said earlier, you're a comedian, just like us, an entertainer. So could you let these wonderful people know where they could find you on the socials, anything like that?
On Instagram, my Instagram is the most Marco, TheMostMarco. Also, I do an animated series with my friends, Alex Payne and Matt Tenenbaum, but also other comedian friends. We're kind of characters in it. It's called Metropolitunes. Metro, Metro, Politunes, Polotoons. Yeah, we chose a great, easy to spell name for Instagram. Metropolitunes. This is half the comment. How do you spell it? But yeah, Metropolitunes. If you go to my Instagram, it's linked to there. So just do that. But we work on this cartoon, so please add us on YouTube, especially that's how you get monetized on YouTube. Just add us on YouTube and on Instagram and support us if you can.
That's what's up. Make sure you check out this brother and Alex and Matt, because I know them. They're good dudes. So check those guys out with their cartoon. I'm sure it's gonna be funny. I'm sure it's gonna be good. You could probably teach Snoop and them a couple names. Yeah, there we go. We thinking right there. More coherent.
Yeah.
And folks, as always, you can catch us on all social media. We have the link tree that's going to be in the description. It'll give you all of the 411 as to where you can follow us and subscribe to all of our channels. And I'm going to try to make sure I get your link, and I'll put that in the description too. You know what I'm saying? So that way people could check on that and click on that as well. But Oni, we got 2 Halloween movies in the books. You good now?
Yeah, happy Halloween. He said it like...
Nah.
I needed this.
I had to fuck with you.
Okay.
So now we are going to spend some time searching for a close enough Thanksgiving movie, or at least some Christmas stuff, right?
I don't even know.
You know which one, the
gotta
Christmas
make it
movie you should watch?
about-
I think the Krampus one. The Krampus?
Okay.
Is that a hood one?
It's not.
Yeah,
maybe it's not hood.
Yeah.
Oh, you say just watching in general?
Maybe. Yeah, you want a hood.
Yeah, it gotta
we
be a
need
hood
some-
Christmas,
we need
brother.
hood
Yeah.
brothers
We've
Christmas.
done 2 or 3.
It's hard to find a hood Christmas movie.
This one isn't hood, but you know the guy from the Stranger Things, the guy who's like the police officer?
Yeah,
Okay.
David Harbour.
There's one where he's Santa Claus and he's like killing people as
Yes,
Santa Claus.
Violent
It's not-
Night.
So it's not hood made by black people,
Yeah.
but I think the hood would like it.
It's Die Hard. It's basically Die Hard.
It's Die Hard.
Christmas, yeah, I've seen that.
I get that.
I've seen that. It's actually not bad.
Okay.
You're right. It's
No,
pretty good.
I believe you.
But it also is not high quality in terms of production.
I mean,
it's perfect. It's like
Yeah.
you know,
I wasn't expecting it to be.
yeah. But I don't know. Something you're gonna have to search hard for a good hood.
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry. We're good
Listen.
at this. We'll find it.
We'll
find
figure it out.
But until next time, we hope you enjoyed
Enjoy
our
your Halloween.
Halloween special part 2.
Yeah.
Shout out once again to everybody that's watching, subscribing. Big shout out to the New York Liberty representing for New York City,
Yeah,
getting
they
that
won.
championship for
New
the whole
York.
entire town.
Liberty.
First for their franchise. Good luck to the New York Yankees. Hopefully y'all get us a title too.
Hopefully. And if you do, please don't crash out this year.
Yeah, just don't
Don't have too much fun.
Oh, they will. Bronx is gonna be a nightmare.
Come on, bro.
Traffic gonna be
Halloween
crazy.
was crazy last year. It's gonna be 70 degrees again.
Hey, that's not
East
their.
Coast, relax yourself this year,
It's
please.
not their problem because they're gonna be here during Halloween.
Look, they're gonna party because this is about to be the election. This is the last time we're gonna have this much fun.
That's
for a
what I'm
while.
saying. They got it. They got it. Next week they'll be here 3 days straight. Anyway, we'll see you guys next time on another edition of Welcome to My Hood Films. Signing off, your boy Marv Black.
William Francis.
Marco Rivera.
And we are off this, people. Peace.